And we're gonna stack shoulders over hips. Zip your belly button up tight and maybe take a couple shoulder rolls up, back and down. And let those elbows hang loose and heavy at your side. Close your eyes. And just give yourself a big breath in through your nose. Take that again if it feels good. Just for a moment, you might bring one or both hands to your heart. And can you feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you breathe? Can you feel the rhythm of your heartbeat against your palms, against your ribs? And you might begin to visualize or imagine your heart. Whatever it looks like for you, whether it's anatomical, whether it's our Valentine heart shape. Maybe it's something else entirely. Maybe it's a beautiful flower, a jewelry box, a treasure chest, or the sun shining brightly. And can you imagine this heart or this symbol for your heart as a vessel? And you can decide how big it is, how wide, how deep, how tall. What its capacity is. And we're beginning to see that heart, that treasure chest, being filled up with a beautiful, white, radiant, light, flowing liquid. But rather than this beautiful, bright, white, loving compassion being poured from the top, we're instead going to imagine that this heart, this sacred vessel, is almost like a hot spring in a mountain. That it's internally fed. You can see that loving compassion, that joy, that abundance, that gratitude filling up your heart from the inside. And as it fills to the brim, your heart just gets bigger. It gets deeper, it gets wider, it gets taller, it becomes capable of holding more. And that deep well of love, of joy, of nourishment and support continues to feed into itself. And when our heart gets so big that we can't hardly stand it, we can allow that beautiful white shining light to spill over the sides, and to begin to flow out and away from us. Maybe reaching other corners of our own body, our own mind. Maybe expanding outside of ourselves, reaching our pets, our partners, our children, our coworkers, our neighbors. And you can allow yourself to feel confident, to feel assured and easy in that overflowing of love, allowing it to spill and spread, because you know, no matter what, that it's internally fed, forever refilling, forever being replenished. You might even remind yourself, I have an abundant heart. I have an abundant heart. Knowing that you can give your love, your joy, your gratitude away freely to anyone and everyone. And some people may take a lot, some people may take a little, some people may reject it. And that's all okay. That's all their own personal choice. And regardless of their response, your heart will always be abundant, overflowing. You may take a moment to visualize someone specifically you'd like to send a little love to. Maybe it's yourself, your own reflection. Maybe it's someone in your family. Maybe it's someone you don't even know. And can you offer them a little sip of this shining, shimmering, love-filled water? You're welcome to maintain this visualization, maintain this practice for as long as you need. Perhaps holding this image of your heart, this overpouring sensation of love, even as we begin to move. We'll take one more round of breath right here. And on your next inhale, sweep fingertips high to the sky. Exhale, palms touch, thumbs find your heart, chin bows in. We'll take 2 more movements just like that. Inhale out and overhead. Exhale, pull it down. Again, inhale, reach it tall. Exhale, come to center. We'll bring our hands to our thighs. You might even keep your eyes closed if it feels good to you, but we'll take some seated cat-cows. So inhale, heart presses forward, chin lifts up. Exhale, tuck your tail, round your spine, look down at your belly button. Take a few more of these. Inhale, heart's proud. Exhale, stretch the back of your spine, look down at your body lovingly. There's a great quote in the book in which Don Miguel Ruiz says, "The practice makes the master." Meaning that the more we practice compassion, kindness, having a loving attitude towards ourselves, the better we become. The more we practice operating from response rather than reaction, the better we become. And the more we practice movement and breath and meditation, the better we become. We'll take one more round of this cat-cow. And then restack yourself back nice and tall. And we'll come into hands and knees or a tabletop posture. Find hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And to start, we're going to tuck our toes behind us. Walk your palms backwards, just about a handprint. And then push your weight back onto your heels. Pick your knees up off the mat like a little froggy. Stretch out those ankles. Stretch out those arches. Inhale, we'll come back, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, push it back into that little funky froggy. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, bring it back. Maybe even take your knees apart. Let your heart drop down between your thighs. Inhale, recenter, knees under hips. Exhale, push it back. Take just that a couple more times. This little rocking action, waking up those ankles, releasing your low back, stretching through shoulders. And then we'll come right back into that tabletop. Walk your palm prints back underneath your shoulder heads. Can you tuck your back toe, drag that heel to the wall behind you, and create a long line from heel to hip. Now from here, let that heel lift up in line with your pockets. Take out some ankle circles and switch directions. Good. Flex through the sole of your breath, and then on your exhale, bring your right knee towards your left elbow. Round your spine like a Halloween cat and take that knee under and across. Inhale, extend it long. Exhale, under and across. Take that over on your own. Inhale, push the wall away behind you. Exhale, curl it in, find that little baby twist. Give it 2 more of these. Extend that cattail long and strong behind you. And we're going to find a balance here. So pick up your belly button, press down through your right hand and extend your left arm forward. So we've got opposite arm and leg lifted. Everything that's touching the mat is pushing down so strong. Everything that's lifting away from the mat is trying to float away like a helium balloon. Give it a big breath in. Exhale, set it down. From here, tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Can you shake your head yes? Can you shake your head no? Can you spread your fingers wide on the mat and maybe lift and lower your heels or pedal out your knees? Anything that might feel good in this shape, maybe wagging your tail a little bit, shaking your head yes and no. Inhale is going to take us forward, plank or push-up. And then exhale, honor off our knees. We're going to lower down, elbows snug by our ribs. Scoot your palms back an inch or two. Use your inhale breath. Push the earth away. Find your high cobra, whatever that means to you. And then exhale, come back to a tabletop, hands and knees. From here, left leg reaches for the wall behind you. Take that big long cattail. Maybe circle out your ankle. Switch directions. Extend long through the sole of your foot. Take a big breath in and exhale. Bring this knee under and across. Try to find your right elbow. Inhale to reach. Exhale, contract and round. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Even within this movement, this bit of strength, this bit of balance, our wrists might be feeling fatigued, our belly might be feeling fatigued, or our legs. Can we still find that outpouring of love? Can we find that internal well filling us up until we pour over the top? Give it 3 more of these. Last one. And then the next time your leg is long, keep it long. We'll find our balance here, extending right arm straight ahead, palm towards your center line. Ribs and belly and spine try to get closer to the ceiling. Wrist and ankle try to get further away from each other. Give it 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it all down. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, wiggle, pedal, shimmy. Wag your tail, shake your head. Maybe shrug and soften your shoulders. Take a round of breath like this. And again, we'll come forward, high plank or push up. Exhale, we'll lower down, honor off our knees. Inhale, press the earth away, lift your heart. Exhale, we're going to come back to a child's pose, hips to heels. If you want a little shoulder release right here, interlace your fingers behind your back and then send your knuckles to the ceiling. Forehead might rest on the mat, it might rest on a block. Give those wrists a little height after having been on them for so long. We'll take one more breath. And set your thumbs down on your spine. We're going to sit up on our heels. So we've got shoulders over hips over heels. Your choice. Your toes can either point straight back or they can tuck under, whichever feels best in your body this evening. And our inhale is going to sweep us up, reach for the ceiling. Exhale is going to bring right hand down to the mat, reach long past your right ear with your left arm. Inhale, bring it back through the midline. Exhale, head the other way. Left palm down, tip it over to the side. Take that a couple more times with your breath. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. Once more each way. Give it a big breath in. Lift your rib cage. Exhale, hinge through your side body. Inhale through the middle. Exhale across. Good. Take it all the way up, and then we'll find our tabletop or hands and knees again. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to immediately tuck our toes, send hips high to the sky, and downward facing dog. Go ahead and look at your thumbs. Travel to the top edge of your mat and sink into your fold. We'll hang out in this fold for a breath or two, so feel free to sway. Maybe find opposite elbow, maybe soften your knees or widen your feet. Make sure crown of head is pointing down towards the earth. We can shake yes and no. Bend your knees a little bit. And then release palms down to the mat. Soften those knees, tuck your tail, and roll on up to standing. Take a couple shoulder rolls at the top, up, back, and down. And then let your inhale breath reach high to the sky. Exhale, thumbs find your heart. One more just like that. Inhale out and overhead. Exhale, pull it in. Taking a standing vinyasa, inhale is going to sweep us tall. Exhale, forward fold down to your toes. Inhale, lift up halfway, find a flat back, long spine. And exhale, sink down into that fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach for the sky. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Once more, just like that. Inhale out and overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, palms on your shins, lift it up halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach it up, find the ceiling. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good. Taking our sun A, it starts just the same. We're going to inhale tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, strong belly, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, walk backwards to that downward facing dog. Inhale, forward high, plank or push up, shore up through your ribs, bring inner thighs together, and exhale, lower down, elbows snug. Inhale, push the earth away, take your cobra, however high you like it. And exhale, bring it back, downward facing dog. Look to your thumbs, travel to the top edge of your mat, land in your fold. Inhale, lifts us halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good, again, just like that. Inhale, tall. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lengthen Ardha Uttanasana halfway. And exhale, plant your palms, walk backward, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale takes us forward, plank or push up. And exhale, honor off your knees, lower. Inhale, lifts your heart. Maybe it's cobra, maybe it's up dog. Exhale brings us back to down dog. Inhale, look to your thumbs, travel forward, find the top edge of your mat. And exhale, sink into your fold. Inhale, grow tall, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Adding on just a little bit. Inhale, sweeps us up. Exhale, dives us down. Inhale, halfway, strong belly. And then on your exhale, take your right toes, step to the back edge of your mat. Set your right hand down on the earth and come immediately into your twist, lifting left palm to the sky. Create space between wrists, space between fingers, space between your belly button and your thigh and your top teeth and your bottom teeth. Take a big inhale. Exhale, set your top hand down on the mat. Step into your high plank. We're going to lower right knee down to the earth and take a supported side plank. So swivel into your right hand, lift that left palm up. Woo. Again, create space. Take a big inhale. Exhale, come through the center of your plank and head the other way. So left knee comes down. Right heel swivels, right hand floats. Supported side plank. Take a big inhale breath right here. Exhale, set your top hand down on the earth. Come through that high plank and lower to your belly. Press the earth away. Lift your heart tall. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Big toes touch behind you. Take your right heel high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale is going to bring these right toes all the way up between your thumbs. And we're going to come straight into that twist again. So left palm stays down, right palm rises. Again, create space for yourself. Take a big inhale. Exhale, top hand finds the mat. Step back to your high plank. We're coming for those side planks again, this time left side first. You can either take it supported, dropping your left knee and lifting your right hand, or we can just swivel two heels to the left and lift our right hand. Give it a big breath in. Exhale, return through the center and take your side plank on your opposite side. Maybe it's supported, knee on the earth. Maybe we just swiveled our heels over. We're balancing on that right palm. Big inhale. Exhale, set hands down, lower to your belly. Inhale, take your cobra. And this time on your exhale, move through a tabletop. Sit back, hips on your heels, stack shoulders over hips. Again, toes might point backwards or toes might tuck under, whichever feels best on your feet today. We're going to come back to those side body stretches and add a little different transition. So inhale is going to reach us up. Exhale takes the right hand down to the earth. Stretch long into that side body. And then imagine you were sweeping off a desk dramatically. We're going to come across and up and around on the other side. Suddenly right arms past our ears. Take a big breath in. Have that big dramatic moment. Sweep all the papers off the desk and come around the other way. We're going to find that on our own. Exhale, breath sweeps us across. Inhale, breath opens into your side body stretch. Exhale comes forward and around. Inhale opens it up. Take just a couple of these, guys. As you move, you might find that the hand that's coming down to the earth is able to get a little closer to the back of your body rather than just beside us. And you might find that top shoulder is able to open almost all the way around, like a camel variation. So heart finds the ceiling, armpit finds the ceiling, and then we rotate back through. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just keep it a side-to-side action. But move in a way that feels good for 2 more full rounds. So twice more each side. And then when you're complete, right and left, we'll travel through our tabletop. We'll tuck our toes. We'll head into downward facing dog. Inhale is going to look at our thumbs. We're going to travel to the top edge of our mat, find our fold. Inhale lifts us up halfway, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up, sweep the ceiling. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Good, again, inhale out and overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, lengthen, strong belly, flat back. Exhale, come to fingertips. Your left toes are going to find the back edge of your mat. This time, swivel that left heel down, spiral open warrior 2. So front knee is bent, back leg is long. We're pressing into the pinky toe side of both of our feet, and our front right knee is trying to scooch closer to the wall behind us. Take your shoulders out of your ears. Lock elbows in place, but hinge at your elbows until hands can come behind your head. Take a big breath in, and then on your exhale, rotate like a robot so your heart travels back over that front knee. Inhale, open back, warrior 2. Exhale, take that robot rotation over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Find that on your own with your breath. Everything from the belly button down, staying really sturdy. And we're creating this movement, this action from our rib cage up. Give it 2 more turns, 2 more rotations. And the next time your heart's parallel to your hips, keep it there. Open arms wide like a T. We're going to take a reverse warrior. So back hand finds back thigh. Front palm flips, come up and back. Give as much or as little weight into this supporting hand as you like. You could also always take a Gomukhasana arm coming to shirt tag and binding fingertips behind you. This is going to create a lot more strength in your abdominals. Good. Inhale, unwind, come through that warrior 2. We're going to cartwheel around, frame our front foot, swivel onto the ball of our back foot, and take our twist. Left palm down, right palm high. Big breath in. Exhale, set your top hand down on the earth. Step into your high plank. We're coming for those side planks. Maybe it's supported, lowering right knee to lift left arm. Maybe heels just swivel. We balance on our palms. Big breath in. Exhale, set it down. Find the other way. Side plank of your choice, however it feels best. Lower down through the middle. Come to your belly. Scooch palms back an inch or 2. Press into your cobra. And exhale, bring it back. Downward facing dog. Big toes kiss behind you. Left heel is going to take the ceiling. 3-legged dog. Exhale brings these left toes all the way up between your thumbs. Swivel your back heel down. We're going to spiral open, warrior 2, facing the other way. Left knee is bent. Right leg is long. Stack shoulders right over your hips and gently pull your pubic bone forward just a little bit. At the same time, press this front kneecap back. Arms extend. Feel yourself reaching out and away, and then hinge at your elbows. Bring hands behind your head. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, rotate heart towards your knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rotate. Try your best to keep feet super glued into the earth. Try your best to continue to draw upward with your pelvic floor. Try your best to continue to have that overpouring heart, even as we slosh it around a little bit in this movement. Is there someone you can send a little bit of love to here? Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's just your front quad. Maybe it's someone you love. Maybe it's someone you're learning to love. See if we've got 4 more of this rotation. Like a robot, like a little cog in a machine. And the next time your heart's open and wide, take those arms open and wide and come to reverse warrior. Back hand to back thigh, front palm flips. Tape it up and past your ears. Maybe we stay like this, or maybe we bind into Gomukhasana hands, meeting fingertips behind us. We're leaning away from our front bent knee, and if we want more heat, bend that front knee a little deeper. And release that side bend, stack your shoulders, unwind your arms. And then we'll cartwheel through, frame our front foot, swivel on the ball of our back foot, come straight into our twist. Right palm down, left palm high. Big breath in right here. Exhale, set that left hand down, step back into your high plank. Find those side planks one last time, swiveling to the left first, on or off your knees. Big inhale. Exhale through the middle. Swivel to the right, on or off your knees. Big inhale. Exhale through the middle, lower to your belly. Bring palms closer to your heart. Use your inhale, push the earth away, nice and proud. And then exhale, find hips on heels. Stacking shoulders over hips. Good, good, good. We're gonna come into a camel pose, which is a nice juicy heart opener. I'm gonna give you a couple options on how you want to arrive or how deep we wanna come. So we'll take shoulders over hips, over knees. So we're standing on our knees here, and then we're gonna tuck our toes for balance. Hands are gonna come to our hips, and we're gonna zip up our belly, puff up our heart like a peacock, and give a little bit of space between chest and chin, and lots of space between ears and shoulders. On your next inhale breath, lengthen your spine, and then start to push your hip creases forward. Maybe this is where you land. This is a lot. This might already be creating sensation in your quads and your back and your shoulders. If you want a little more, see if maybe you can find your heels. Once we've found our heels, can we continue to pull our belt buckle forward? Continue to draw elbows and shoulders together behind us. And think about your sternum, your heart, getting closer to the ceiling. Good, good, good. When you're ready, inhale breath stacks us back up. Exhale breath sits us down. Take a couple shoulder rolls, flick your fingers a little bit. Release your jaw. We're gonna find that again. So we're gonna stack up, stand on our knees. Tuck your toes if that felt good, if that felt like a nice intensity, a nice depth. If you want to go a little further, if we want a deeper back bend, a little more of a trust fall, untuck your toes. It's just going to lower that reach down about 2 inches. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, lift up your front body, belly button, sternum, ears, eyes. And then exhale, start to push your pubic bone forward. As you push your pubic bone forward, think about your ribs coming up and out. So we're not trying to bend in half. Instead, we're trying to lay over a big old exercise ball. Maybe we stay just like this. Maybe we reach hands back to heels, toes tucked. Maybe we reach hands back to heels, toes untucked. Always, always thinking hips over knees, pubic bone forward. Shoulder heads draw into center. Chin can stay tucked to your chest, or it can lift to the ceiling, whatever feels good for you. Round a breath like this. And slowly and gently inhale, rise. Exhale, sit down. Take a couple shoulder rolls. Up, back, and down. We're going to bring hands to the back of our head. We're going to take those robot twists right and left again. Maybe it's quick, maybe it's slow, maybe it's big, maybe it's little. We're just rebounding and relaxing that spine a little bit after those deep back bends. And come on back to center. Take 2 hands to your knees. We're going to take a lion's breath right here, which can feel really silly. And maybe that's kind of the point. It's going to bring a little bit of heat and awareness into our body, but it's also going to get us out of our heads. It's going to feel like a deep, juicy sigh and a moment for all of that energy we've created and all of that energy we've cultivated to overpour. So pause on your knees. We're going to open our mouth wide and stick out our tongue. And we're going to kind of growl sigh. It'll sound like this. Like a dragon's breath. So we'll take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, take that dragon's breath out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Unfortunately, we're in our own homes and not at a studio where we have to be self-conscious. So we'll find another big breath in. Sigh it out. Bonus points if you open your eyes wide and lift your eyebrows for this last one. Good, good, good. Let right ears drop to right shoulders. If you want a little more, stretch left fingertips away and down. And bring yourself back through center, head the other way, left ears to left shoulders. Maybe if we want a little more, reach out and down with right fingertips. And bring it all back through center. We'll travel through a tabletop just long enough to kick toes to the side. Take a seat and then come all the way down to our backs. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock right and left. We're going to bring shins to the ceiling parallel like a tabletop. And then let two knees drop to your right. You can wriggle or adjust shoulder heads however you need to be comfy. And maybe turn your nose all the way to the left. Create a sense of softness between your thighs, a sense of softness behind your knees, at your belly, at your throat. In our book, In the Mastery of Love, Don Miguel, again speaking about becoming a master at something, how it requires practice. And anything that we practice will become masters at. We can become masters at self-sabotage. We can become masters of self-deprecation. We can become masters of loss, of grief, if we practice it. If we do it enough, if we believe it enough. But the reverse is also true. We can become masters of love, masters of joy, masters of compassion. All it takes is practice. And we'll gently bring our thighs back to center. And then take your twist on the other side. Let two knees drop to the left. Let your nose turn to the right. And so maybe we take a moment here and we start to consider what it is we'd actually like to be the master of. Maybe we think about the training we've already had, the things we're already proficient in. Is it shame? Is it guilt? Is it fear? And then begin to think about all the things you would prefer. The things you would prefer to be skilled in. And can you give yourself permission to create new habits, to create new responses, new stored memories and neural pathways, maybe even a whole new personal mythology that supports you being a master of love, a master of gratitude, a master of ease and abundance, We'll pull our knees back through center once more. Give yourself a little hug, squeeze yourself tightly. Maybe once again, repeat, I have an abundant heart. I am a master of love. And then crack like an egg onto your mat. Finding your Shavasana, your corpse pose, however it fits in your body today. You take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it go. A slow, easy, soft sigh. That abundance of breath pouring out of you, expanding into the world around you, feeding the plants. And perhaps again, we see the image of our heart. And we see that spring filling us up. Can we practice allowing ourselves to pour over, to feed those around us who need it? To feed ourselves. And then softly allow that visual to zoom out or dissolve or move out of focus. No longer controlling our minds, no longer controlling our bodies or controlling our breath. And instead, giving yourself permission to just be right here. Exactly enough. Can you